Hello everyone, welcome to day 269 of playing chess every day for you. Let's find the game. And e4, so I'll play c6, d5. They push through. I could develop my bishop to f5 or pin the knight. e6 is a move, but it locks my bishop out of the game. I could play c5 to try and control the center, which actually looks quite good. I like c5. I'm just controlling this square. But I think I'll keep it simple and play bishop f5. c5 is probably a good move though. They just take the center, so I could play c5 now and try to split their pawns. Or I could play e6 to strengthen my center and open up my bishop, but I'll play c5 here and try to hit the center. They go after my bishop. I do have this move. I could just go back also. Back to d7 and just save my bishop. I could open up my rook to be honest, and it's not that much of a problem. I like to keep my bishops, so I'll just go back. They take in the center, but I'll play knight c6. They do have takes here now, so maybe I'll play e6 to control this square and then hit this. Now I have this move, which is just a fork of the pawns. I can just take here and I'm hitting the bishop, so they have to take and attack my knight, but then I'll move it back. I can even take with the knight if I want to, or with the queen. I'll take with the knight probably. This knight can't really go anywhere. They just go back. Maybe they're trying to go here. I think now I'll develop my other knight. If they pin me, I just develop my bishop. They just develop. I could play here and try to split the pawns, which looks good. And if they push, then they stop their knight from being able to go to b5, so that's good for me. My bishop can't really go anywhere. I could develop the bishop and then castle, but I do like the move a5. If they take, they just hang this. If they push, then I can take here as well. And if they defend, then it's fine. That's a nice move. But I can still just go ahead and take. And I can take here with my bishop and force them into a trade. We've removed all the bishops off the board, which isn't great, but it's okay. They develop their queen. I have this move. I also have this move, pinning the knight to the king and defending mine. I could go here just straight away. And if they take, then I have a check that they cannot block, so maybe I jump here. If they take, I'll just go here. And I'm just trying to get a check or to pin this knight. They have a check here now. Okay, but they just choose to castle, which is a good move. This move hits the knight. It could force a queen trade. I'll go ahead and hit the knight. It doesn't have many good squares to go to. They go ahead and take my knight. I could take with my pawn to temper this, but I think it's fine just to take here. Well, but if I take here with the knight, I lose this. So I might have to take this way, unfortunately. I don't want to lose this. Next, I'll just bring my rook to the middle of the board to be active and then castle. I guess they're threatening mate, but it's protected. I'll go ahead and temper the queen here. And the queen has to drop back to protect the knight. Queen b2 looks like the only move they have. Queen over. That doesn't protect the knight though. And they don't have any good checks. If I go here, they check me, I just slide my rook up. I think I win the piece here. I don't see any mate. I have to take her. I don't see what they can do. They missed queen to b2 to defend their knight. They can hit my queen, but I just have the move. Queen f3. I mean f3. I can even force a queen trade, but I think I can just take the pawn. The rook takes. If I force a queen trade, I'm very active. Before I force a queen trade, maybe I even have this move. Threatening mate. They cannot push. If I go here, they have checks, but I just block them. They can only defend this with the rook move. But then I have this check. I think I might actually play knight g4 without blunder. So I'll keep it simple and probably just queen trade here. Also, their rook is just hanging on the back rank, and I only noticed that now, which is crazy. Rook back's a nice move, but I can simply just force a queen trade. I don't have a sacrifice. I can come in here, but then they check me and I don't like that. I'll simply force a queen trade. I drop back to defend and castle, and I should be completely winning. I will simply just double up on their king. They can drop back, but even give me some checks. But I always just run. Here, if they check me, I can probably just block. And yeah, if I block, they have no more checks. King over. Can give this check. And I can keep giving checks if I want to. I can also develop my knight threatening a fork. But I think first I'll bring my king up. To be honest, I can probably just develop my pawns here. Push them. If I go here, they will pick up a rook. But I would still easily win. I think I just move my knight because now I have a fork and I can, if they check me, I just run my king. I'm threatening a fork on d5. Rook over still gives me the same fork. And it's actually worse because of this. If I take, it's not stalemate. Because they have this. And I can just push. But I do have checks even. I can just push. It's completely fine to push. And so I have this check. This check. This check. This is probably almost checkmate. A good game to them. It's a great win from me. Let's have a look at this game. And so they played at a 79.2 and I played at an 84.1. I made 2 mistakes but I had 0 blunders. And I was actually winning for most of this game. Almost the entire game actually. Pinning the knight's actually the best move. The move c5 isn't a bad move. Or pinning the knight's better. c5 here is bad. Because they can just take and defend with their queen again. Or their bishop. Bishop back to d7 is best. They can take, I attack the pawn. That's a blunder because, wow, the knight is just hanging here. It's actually crazy how I missed the hanging piece. Okay, that is quite embarrassing. That they missed that I'm attacking their knight here. This is actually just a fork. Or wins a pawn, it's no fork. They give me a piece for free and I miss it. Wow. They miss it 2 times actually. Wow, that's really bad. I've never actually realized that the queen would see h4 after e6. So I just completely ignored this hanging piece. And so did my opponent. That's a really bad miss. Terrible miss. It's just a free piece. a5 is a great move because I'm forcing them to either push and give up this, or take and give up 2 pawns. That bishop move doesn't work because I just take and I'm still winning a pawn. The queen develops. Queen a5 isn't best, it's best just to castle. I have to take with the pawn and not the knight because then they pick up g7. Rook d8 is a good move. That's a big mistake, queen c4 from them. They could have actually held on to that knight with queen b2, and then I would have played rook d5 attacking the knight. They missed queen to b2, and so I pick up the piece, and now I'm up a full piece. f4 is not good because of e takes f4, or e to f3. E takes f3 is en passant. And their rook is just hanging after they take with the rook, so they make a big mistake there. I force a queen trade, and from here I just cannot lose the game. It's a really easy win from here. I'm up a rook and a piece, and 3 pawns. It's a good game and a very nice win. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.